at least early going, a tight checking game.
All right.
Let's roll it. John Cooper looks ready. Peter Laviolette, game faces are on.
All right, our game face on as well. Enjoy the first period. We'll see you at the first intermission. Enjoy the game.
Moving along. Justin St. Pierre is at center ice, ready to drop the puck. He's working with Peter McDougall tonight. David Brisebois and Killen McNamara are your linesmen. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won back-to-back games. They've scored 10 goals along the way. The Washington Capitals have not lost in regulation all season long, the entire month of October. First time they've done that in the month of October in their franchise history. And away we go. Tampa Bay dumps the puck into the Washington zone. Carlson's in his back over towards Alex Ovechkin. Ovechkin, another goal in their last win, a 2-0 win over Arizona. It was an empty netter for Ovi as he creeps closer and closer to fourth all-time, chasing down Brett Hull. Almost a turnaround in front, rolls back to Chernak. Chernak's shot deflected on the way through, and Ovechkin bats it out onto the backhand.
Puck possession's always important. When you get a game like this, these two teams that's got some big-time shooters, puck possession will be huge.
Here's tonight's Taco Bell take.
Well, the first key will be heavy. Every time you play against these guys, it's a heavy game. They'll be heavy, you better be. And bottom six scoring, it's time. Only 3 goals so far from the bottom 6 forwards. Time to get those guys going. They've created opportunities. They've been close. It hasn't gone in. It's time for it to start going in.
After the puck left the ice servers, they'll drop it again at center ice. Lars Eller lost that draw to Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. Sergachev is going to be paired tonight with Victor Hedman. There's one lineup change along the blue line as Cal Foote gets in. No Jan Ruda tonight. So Sergachev up there with Hedman to start the game. Puck comes free along the sideboard, shoveled in there by Garnet Hathaway. Hathaway was the guy that's kind of inadvertently bumped into Nikita Kucherov in their last meeting, and the reason Kucherov is out of the lineup until maybe early into the new year. Oh, they score! A long shot from a good ways out, deflected on the way in, and the Capitals have scored first.
Yeah, Leeson's going to get credit for this goal, but it went off of Victor Hedman's stick. A complete double cross there for Vasilevsky. Not much you could do about it. Puck will go up the top left of your screen, but watch Victor Hedman in front of the net. 77, he'll come out, the shot's going to come, and he'll, right there. Inadvertently, I don't know if he thought, well, I'll try and stop it, or maybe at the last second I'll just get my stick out of the way of it. We could just see how just nasty, drastic angle change for Vasilevsky, who just never expected that one. He had it tracked all the way. He's been really good at that all season long. But first goal of the season for Leeson.
And that is his first of his career. Congratulations to Brett Leeson, a 22-year-old rookie from Calgary, and he's going to be able to tell his grandkids that he scored his first ever against Andrei Vasilevsky in just his second NHL game.
Yeah, and 25 years from now, when he's telling the story, he said, yeah, I took the puck from behind my own net, went through the whole team.
Yeah, walked Hedman, tucked it upstairs, yeah, that whole thing.
Well, they'll be able to YouTube it, and they'll know he's not telling the truth. But hey, you used to be able to get away with that stuff.
He's one of 4 rookies in this Washington lineup tonight. So the Caps grab an early lead here. The Lightning had scored first in each of their last 2 games after allowing the first goal in all of their previous 6. So a Washington deflection goes their way, and it's 1-0 Caps. A minute and a half into the game. There's Cal Foote. Cal Foote just back up from Syracuse after a 5-game conditioning stint. His first game in the NHL since April 27th. He missed all of training camp, Brian. He had operation on his finger. And he's back and ready to go. And the Lightning are anxious to see what kind of step he's taken in his development.
Yeah, his heartbeat will be up a little bit for Cal Foote. He's got experience, not like it's his first year in the league, but starting so far behind everybody. He got 5 games in the American League, and that'll give him a taste anyway.
Hard slap shot from Carlson, gets it back. Wristers high, goes wide. Wraparound attempt. Vasilevsky to be careful in the second attempt there by Connor McMichael. Right in front, number 24, another rookie in this Caps lineup, a first-round draft pick. Caps starting hot here. They're coming off a win over Arizona, just like the Lightning are. Here's a wide open target on the far side. That was Ross Colton, and the pass was just behind him.
Oh, Corey Perry's really upset with himself not giving that pass in front of Ross Colton, because off the bench he was fresh. And the Lightning gave up scoring chances here. Excellent work on the wraparound there as Sprong came around and got in front of this man, but Vasilevsky was able to shut it off, but still had to handle traffic in front. Washington will have a lot of guys in front of the net. Lightning have to defend sturdily in front of Vasilevsky.
Corey Perry still in search of his first point as a member of the Lightning. Not for lack of trying. He's had all kinds of chances. His old running mate Ryan Getzlaf last night becoming the all-time leading scorer in Ducks history. And Perry telling us this morning, he sent him a text right away. He said, yeah, I was there for a lot of those points.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Those two were just a menace for the rest of the league when they were playing together all those years.
Here's a loose puck picked up by Point. Point turns the puck over, and it's moved out by the Caps. This top line dangerous. Here's Wilson with a wrist shot, and that goes just wide. Kuznetsov, Wilson, and Ovechkin. 34 points combined, Brian, in the 8 games they played.
They are a scary top line, as good as any in the National Hockey League, and they play with more weight than top lines. You know what Wilson's all about, but don't underestimate what Ovechkin does, and Kuznetsov's got a lot of size to him, too.
Here's Chernak. His shot is blocked right in front by Trevor Ray and Riemsdyk. Chernak stays with the battle, banks it back to the line. Hedman with a blast that goes off of Kuznetsov's foot, and he is slowly making his way over to the Caps bench.
Yeah, I think that got him right on the side of the foot where it's real tender. There was a one-timer from Hedman. It had some stuff on it.
Caps are already down TJ Oshie for blocking a shot in the boot. A couple of games ago against the Detroit Red Wings. Here's Palat with a drive, saved by Vanacek. They move it across to Schuster. Schuster, who had a goal in the win against Arizona in Tampa Bay's last game in this building last Thursday. Settled down by Sergachev. Quickly across to Schuster. Up to center ice. And it's taken away by Belmar. Pierre-Edouard Belmar kicks it back to Schuster. He's got a lane, throws it all the way up the ice, off the stick there of Taylor Radish. Radish has it roll in, goes in there on the forecheck against Jensen. Or help arrives from Matthew Joseph. Here's Cal Foote. Foote dumps the puck in. It's picked up by Jensen. And sent up the boards. Tipped to the middle of the ice and down by Sprong. In on Vasilevsky, who plays it away to Hedman. Victor Hedman, 8 assists amongst the league leaders in defensemen in that category. Again, little give and go. Here comes Palat. Palat centers it up for Foote. Puck is loose and nobody can find it, but the Caps take off. Stretch pass up ahead inside the line is Sprong. Mantha following up. He's checked along the sideboards there by Ryan McDonough.
Lightning starting to loosen up a little bit. I thought they were a little bit off balance. Maybe that goal, the weird one to start the game, had them off a little bit, and it gave a little extra juice to Washington, but I think they've recovered themselves now. Combination, of course, always of getting people to the front of the net, getting pucks there, but also quick change and turning pucks over and getting your forwards with some speed through the neutral zone. These two teams are both really good at it.
Caps send the puck back in. Foote in the corner, works up the boards. It's held there. Near side of Ovechkin. Quick shot. And Vasilevsky makes the save. Doesn't seem to matter where he gets that puck. He can still get a good shot away.
And Vasilevsky knows he's going to see a lot of shots, not just from Ovechkin, but in all the games that he's played against Washington, he averages about 35 shots against. Washington pulls the trigger fast.
Ovechkin had 8 shots against the Lightning on October 16th and had the lone goal that they scored.
Some nights you're happy he only has 8.
That is true. Loose puck out in front. Scooped up and moved out by another rookie in this Capitals lineup. That is Alexei Protas. Protas, a native of Belarus, another big guy, 6'6", much like Leeson, who's 6'5". Protas down low, works it to Connor Sherry. Sherry back to the point, Rashad and a glove save made by Vasilevsky, and he's going to hang on. One shot has beaten him. It was a redirect right in front, and it is 1-0 for Brett Leeson of the Caps on Bally Sport.
Ahead in the goals for department compared to Tampa Bay. Goals against, you can see, look at the difference in the shots as well, and the shots against. Watch this last play. There's Stamkos on the left side with his puck. He was going to make a cross-ice pass. Andre Palat, I could hear him yelling for it. And coming underneath with speed like that really causes a lot of trouble for the defenders. And on the other side of the ice, nice job by Cal Foote. And how about the aggressiveness by him in his first shift or two, getting up on the play. The weak side defensemen, they want them involved all the time. So good for him for going hard to the net. Nice setup by Stamkos to Palat. Palat driving wide with the puck.
Foote had 1 goal last season in his 35 games with Tampa Bay in this building. As we saw that he kind of surprised us with his heavy shot. Puck is tipped in. Here's Alex Killorn, is off to a great start. Leads the team with 6 goals. He's got a 4-game point streak, a 3-game goal streak on the go coming into action tonight. Puck in the corner. Kuznetsov's up there with Tom Wilson. And Point takes that out. Banks it up ahead on the return feed from Killorn. John Carlson, very smooth defender back there, always amongst the top scoring defensemen in the NHL. Leaves it for Ovechkin. Ovechkin into the middle, and it's poked away by McDonough. 8 minutes gone, 1-0 Capitals on the goal by rookie Brett Leeson. Matthew Joseph with the outlet pass up ahead to Sergachev. He gets to center and dumps it in. Vanacek was very good in the overtime loss October 16th. He's back in there tonight. That pass up ahead to Steven Stamkos. Stamkos tied for 5th most points in the NHL. Points in 6 of his 8 games so far. Great start for both captains in this game. Palat resets back to Andre Schuster. Schuster right into the middle. Off the stick of Joseph, and he'll go in after it with Van Riemsdyk. Back to Stamkos. Steven Stamkos checked there by Orlov. Orlov saw that hit coming from Joseph. And the Caps move it out. Mantha with a cross-ice pass. Missed the mark. Turned back by Joseph. And that one's sent back in. Well, that line will change up. Here's Radish off the bench. In behind his own net is Van Riemsdyk. Makes the play, and the Caps come across the ice to Lars Eller. Eller, left side, steps in over the blue line. Snaps a shot off a foot, gets it deep. Cycle game for the Caps. There's Eller trying to move away from Foote. Eller just inside the line, keeps it in, and it's batted right back down by Hedman. But this is going to be icing against the Lightning. Between the benches tonight is Brian Engblom. How's it going down there?
Great, real fast game. We got 2 of the best shooters in the game here in Alexander Ovechkin and Stamkos. Ovechkin's stick is kind of shaped like this, and he can just hammer the puck. It's like hitting it with a sledgehammer. Whereas Stamkos, the blade of his stick is sort of evenly curved from heel to toe, and it's sort of a more crisp and clean shot. So similarities in where they go to shoot the puck, but the way it comes off the stick is totally different.
Hedman was going to play that puck and then thought better of it, just curled it into Vasilevsky, who holds it for another faceoff.
Yeah, when Stammer shoots the puck, you can see the blade a little bit there. It's kind of an even curve right from the heel all the way through the toe. And he kind of uses a lot of the blade when he shoots it on the one-timer especially. And it comes off really clean. Now look, it's the Ovechkin stick, more on the toe. And he pounds the puck. I think he takes more ice behind it, and it's more end over end that often sails or dips along the way too.
And those 2 guys are shooting it, Brian. Ovechkin, 4th in the NHL in shots on goal. Stamkos 6. Here's Faravari. His wrister steered aside by the blocker of Vasilevsky. Ovechkin upended on the play. Alex Killorn over the blue line, drops it off for Point. Point tried to get it back to Chernak, and Ovechkin was wide open. And that pass from Kuznetsov missed.
Ryan McDonough with an outstanding read of the play there. Yes, he was in behind everybody. Ovechkin will do that sometimes. You forget about him when you're up on the play offensively. McDonough deflected that pass. What a terrific play here. He reads off of Kuznetsov, saves a breakaway.
1-0.
Andrew Ovechkin, of all people, falling down behind the net. See him way behind the play? He's sneaky. Braden Point is a bad turnover here inside the zone. Kuznetsov gets the puck. McDonough goes, uh-oh, that guy's behind us. Look at that read. Get in the shooting lane. Kuznetsov sees his guy, and of all people, you want Ovechkin to go on a breakaway? McDonough says no. Outstanding.
12 years in the NHL, 8 years as a New York Ranger, so he saw a lot of Ovechkin in his time on Broadway in the regular season and playoffs.
That's a lot of nightmares.
Here's Maroon in the corner. Colton sitting on 1 goal. Orlov gets on top of him. Maroon comes in to help out. Puts it back to the line for Foot. His shot, puck is loose, and it's knocked away to Mantha. As Foot gets that shot through. Foot did not have a goal or points in his 5 games in Syracuse, but he had about 12 shots on goal.
He can really shoot the puck. Excellent wrist shot and a hard hammering slap shot. We're going to get a first penalty.
Yeah, it's going to go against the Caps, and the Lightning are going to get the first power play of the night.
And power plays are always huge every time these two teams play.
Washington, number 9, 2-minute minor for tripping.
Dmitry Orlov defending in the neutral zone. Defensemen like to do that, but he tries to get a little too fancy along the blue line against a guy like Corey Perry, who's been around the block. That's a bad idea, and he ends up having to pull him down because of it.
So here we go. It's a Toyota power play, first of the night for Tampa Bay. Down near the bottom of the pack, both of these teams, so many weapons with a man advantage, and neither has really started to light it up with a man advantage. There's Vanacek. To hug that far post there, and the Caps start by clearing it, Brian.
Yeah, both teams had gone through 5 games, not opportunities, 5 games without a power play goal. That is extremely unusual for both these two groups.
Here's Stamkos, who had a power play goal in the last game against Arizona. They went 1 for 4, and that was their first and only power play goal on home ice so far this season. And they're having trouble setting up here against this Caps kill. They went 3 for 3 against those same Coyotes in their last game. Now it's poke free and trying to take off there. Is Wilson up there, shoots right on Vasilevsky, makes the save on Tom Wilson.
Excellent work by Wilson, a great read, and he showed some speed. One of the underrated parts of Wilson's game is he knows his angles. He's scored 20 goals or more a couple of times already in his career, and he showed why right there.
Here's Colton. His shot missed the mark, into the corner for Perry. Perry engaged in the corner there, up there with Andre Palat. Now Colton steps out, dishes off. Cirelli back to Sergachev, his shot! And Vanacek makes a nice save on Mikhail Sergachev.
Too many passes, though, both 5-on-5 and on the power play. It gives Washington time to recover in the middle of the ice. Shoot the puck when you get the first good chance.
Palat down low. Perry turns and he fans on it. Didn't get all of that one, and it's cleared around the boards by Washington.
Yeah, sometimes you spin around like that looking for a spot on the net and it goes off your stick.
Sergachev. Palat curls back. Sergachev across. Here's Colton back up top. Sergachev looks, fires a wrist shot. That is blocked, and Orlov steps out of the box. Team's back at 5-on-5. Lightning still with the puck. Trying to work it into the middle there for Cirelli, and it never got there.
Boy, their defense in the middle of the ice, you see what I mean? That one extra pass into the middle to try and get a better look. Washington has reacted really well to those passes. Lightning are going to have to shoot and rebound a little bit, loosen them up.
Some good pressure by the Lightning in the kind of the second half of that man advantage, but nothing to show for it. 0 for 1 on the night. 6.5 to go, down a goal.
Aggressive penalty kill, too. They really jumped on the puck carrier everywhere. Out at the point, along the wall, everywhere.
Back through center ice. Belmar sends that one in. Radish up in after it, followed up by Belmar, feeds the point. Chernak puts it across. McDonough with a shot off of the inboards. Radish stretched by Van Riemsdyk. Good work by Joseph to keep that play alive. Chernak back to Belmar, loads and fires, and that one gets through. Vanacek had to make a stop. Here's McDonough again. Belmar with another drive, goes just wide. And Sherry relieves the pressure, lifting it down the ice for an icing call against Washington.
Well, Tom Wilson got an excellent scoring chance at shorthanded. He kills a lot of penalties. He's been on the power play. He kills penalties. And just a touch pass that was read from Stamkos to Hedman, and Wilson read it. Now, Wilson's got the advantage because he does have the speed and size to get inside on Victor Hedman. That gave him that scoring chance. And then on the last shift out for Sergachev with a pretty good one-timer as well, too.
Letting control the drop. Mikhail Sergachev, who scored in the 2-1 win a couple of weeks ago in Washington. Hedman, Sergachev, that shot right on again, and Vanacek square to the shooter, makes the stop. Points digging for the puck along with Cirelli. And again, this one's lobbed down the ice by the Caps. Good weights. They're allowed to get a change in now.
Sergachev getting lots of ice time. The regular shift on his left side, also getting some right side time here with Heddy.
Jensen cannot get it around Cirelli cleanly. Cirelli still up there causing problems now against Jensen on the other side. And down the ice it goes. Hedman back to retrieve it. Anthony Mantha in after him. Mantha bumps Hedman off the puck, feeds the middle, and a good poke check there by Vasilevsky on Wilson.
Yeah, Victor Hedman misjudged Anthony Mantha's speed and his angle, and he rubbed him out along the wall, caused a big turnover for Washington.
Kuznetsov's pass.
Let's see.
Deflects right to Joseph. Joseph takes this one wide against Faravari. And the pass back to Stamkos, just out of his reach. Schuster back to get it, up to Stamkos. Into the middle of the ice now, and stepping inside the line is Andre Palat. Palat looks back to the line. Schuster forced it back. Carl Hagelin has to resettle on the backside, and here is Carlson. Carlson was paired with that rookie Martin Faravari. 22-year-old rookie from Bratislava. Now here's a chance for the Caps. Shot right on, rebound. Almost swatted away by Vasilevsky. Goes into the corner. Maroon up the boards. Sergachev settles it down. Near side for Perry. Up goes the big rig. Maroon getting leaned on there by Van Riemsdyk. Knocked down by Corey Perry. Back to Cal Foote. Foote, cold and quick shot. Right there was Maroon with a tip. Vanacek the save, and another one with Maroon right on the doorstep. Here's Maroon again. And Maroon, in comes Colton now. Colton, Hedman, his shot doesn't get through. Daniel Sprong is in the way of that one. And the Caps weather a storm there. Shots are now 8-7 in favor of the Caps.
Washington forwards have been really aggressive on the Lightning D in Washington's end. In other words, they're playing up by their blue line, trying to take time and space. That Ross Colton line that's so good down low, they should be able to get some extra room to work with if that continues for Washington.
You got to think that line, it's coming, and that's what they need right now. They need some, they need some secondary scoring, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Corey Perry could have 5 goals easily on the season. He's got none.
They're getting a great start up front by Stamkos and Killorn, and Point's got points in 3 of his last 4 as well.
It's time for the bottom 6 to start kicking in.
This one's held in the line by Chernak. Keeps it deep. Justin Schultz gets onto the loose puck, and it's cleared by the Capitals. Killorn forced back by the speedy Connor Sherry. Looped it back inside the blue line. Faravari had to be careful because in comes Cirelli. That puck was bouncing all over the place in behind him.
I'll tell you, Washington's one-on-one 50-50 pucks and battles for the puck, they are intense.
It's a team full of confidence right now. 5-0-3 coming into action tonight. Cirelli takes a swing at that one, and it goes in behind the net. Wilson down low, digs it out. Tom Wilson accelerates through the neutral zone, lost the handle on the puck. Schuster knocks it away from him, and a penalty call is coming up here, and it's going to go against the Lightning. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Vasilevsky.
Well, that means power play time for the Washington Capitals. Two guys you know you're going to see a ton of. That guy, Ovechkin, and Karlsson. Look at total ice time. It's Karlsson. Ovechkin is second on the team in total ice time. And look at the power play time. 10 minutes more of power play. Even though Karlsson gets a ton back there, you would think it would be the D-man that would end up with more time. But Ovechkin, oh, he loves his power play. Last game, there were 9 minutes and 8 seconds of power play time for Washington. Ovechkin was out there for 9 minutes. He must have been really tired for the last 8 seconds.
Crazy, isn't it? He just loves it. You're right. Who's going to tell him to come off?
Good point by you.
And they set things up. Into the middle for Wilson. Here's Karlsson. Ovechkin hangs on to it. Fires it in there. Looking for a tip from Sherry, and it goes wide. Kuznetsov. Ovechkin, there's the shot. Saved by Vasilevsky. Rebound. He got that too. Wilson got a good backhander away. Up top to Karlsson. Evgeny Kuznetsov. Wrister knocked down. Rebound into the corner. Dug out. Centering attempt. They try to get into Ovechkin. He hustles in there to get it back into the corner. Here's Wilson. Back up top. Now here's Karlsson in the Ovi spot. They're going to switch. Into the corner now. Sherry sends it around. Waiting for it is Kuznetsov. Back to the line for Karlsson. Across to Ovechkin. There's the shot blocked by Chernak.
That hurts me just watching that.
Kuznetsov. Saucers it back. Ovechkin again, and another shot blocked by Chernak, and out it goes.
He is so good at that. He and McDonough, time after time. You'd think you'd start flinching after that.
And a quick stick, knocks it free. Belmar steps up. He's got Joseph with him. Belmar in, shoots, rebound, and Vanacek comes down with a pad. Joseph was right there.
Good idea by Belmar to shoot that puck.
Sherry back the other way. His snapshot gets the rebound back, and time expires as we get great chances at either end. There's still 25 seconds of power play for the Capitals when the second period resumes. 1-0 Capitals. You saw Corey Perry going down the tunnel. He's going to be the guest for Paul Kennedy and Dave Andreychuk. They're going to have an interview with him in our
second intermission. Until then, enjoy the game.
slashing call as we get set to drop the puck here in this second period. Chernak credited with those two big shot blocks. I love the comment from Corey Perry, a veteran who's been there, done that, and he basically told PK and Dave Andreychuk that takes serious courage to do what he did there twice. Puck is dumped in. Here's a chance. Oh, what a save by Vasilevsky. Unbelievable right off the bat. Puck came down in front and he took it away.
I just looked over at Tommy Mulligan, the athletic trainer for the Lightning, and he just curled his eyebrows like, how in the... And he didn't have to say anything.
Yeah. Well, there's a great start to the second period for Vasilevsky, and power play is over, and it stays 1-0, and here is why.
Unbelievable. Watch the reactions here for Vasilevsky, the movement. Watch the glove. That puck came off the end wall. He's expecting a shot, but look at that. Just that left hand. He knows he's in trouble as soon as the pass comes across, but look at those legs. We've seen it so many times. He can go post to post, but he gets that glove in the air. What a save.
Tom Wilson does not have a goal yet this season. He's got 7 assists, so he's in on the scoring with Ovi and Kuznetsov, his line mates, but he's got to be still shaking his head over that one. Back inside the Capitals line, batted back out the center and sent back in by Sergachev. Bounces out in front of the Washington net. Long pass up ahead to Hathaway. Hathaway leaves it in behind. Following up is Eller. Lars Eller to Orlov. Orlov, the defenseman, steps up from the line, and it's sent across to Jensen. Jensen off the end boards, knocked aside by Vasilevsky. Out in front, there's Eller with a jam play, and Vasilevsky was right there. No daylight along that side post. Jensen Dishes off, saucer pass across, read and broken up there by Killorn. And outside the line it goes.
So far in this game, there have been more shifts where Washington is just a little quicker.
Centering pass into the middle of the ice, tipped away by the defenseman Victor Hedman. Now at center, here's Killorn. Resets to Hedman. Quickly up to Joseph, and he almost stepped in. Almost got away. Back the other way comes McMichael. His shot up high. Rebound kicked out again by Vasilevsky. Hot start to this second period by the Caps. Van Riemsdyk met in the corner there. Puck comes free near side. Scooping that one up is Palat. Tampa Bay can't get anything going up the ice yet. Nearly 2.5 minutes here in this second period. Caps again with a shot, loose puck in front. There's an attempt by Sprong, and the loose puck is gathered up and held by Vasilevsky.
Yeah, those loose pucks, Washington's getting more of them, not just in the offensive zone, but I think all over the ice. Lightning are going to have to pick it up and step a little bit more, maybe lay the body on a little bit more. But look at Vasilevsky. Look how down low he is. He's got to see through the legs of Victor Hedman. But boy, he has been on it. What more can you say about that save on Tom Wilson? And he just got double crossed on the only goal in this game so far. He came to play.
Stopped 52 of 54 in the last 2 games for a save percentage of .963. Coming into this one tonight, slowly but surely, his stats are starting to look more like Vasilevsky's stats after a tough start for the whole team. The first few games, lots of goals going in. Corey Perry, checked there by Faravari, and it's lifted back down by the Caps. Broken stick right in the middle of the ice. Colton up ahead to Perry and in. Here comes that Colton line again with Pat Maroon and Corey Perry, and it's sent back down, and they force an icing call against Washington.
My friends told me about Suncoast Credit Union and how they offer the lowest loan rates around. I applied from their mobile banking app. Who knew that buying a new car could be so easy?
Pete Laviolette looking on as he is going to make this swing through Florida. They play against the Florida Panthers next on the road.
I think they have a day off tomorrow, then a practice day.
Here's Cirelli in there, they score! Alex Killorn has scored again! When you're hot, and the killer is smoking, and it's 1-1.
Just real sharp and hard work off of face-off. Sometimes you need a lucky bounce for sure. And it's Cirelli who does the heck of a job to get it to Alex Killorn. Protas taking the face-off there against Cirelli, and Cirelli gets on the other side of him. So center on center, you have to stay with your man in your own zone. Protas doesn't do that, and Cirelli makes a heck of a play right on the doorstep. And as you said, Alex Killorn, the hottest guy on the Tampa Bay Lightning, gets another
goal number 7. That's now a 4-game goal-scoring streak and a 5-game point streak, and he's tied it up 1-1. Sent back in towards the Tampa Bay net. Washington had a pretty good start to this second period, but a massive save by Vasilevsky. And then a face-off win after the icing call, and they even things up at 1. And that's offside at the Washington blue line.
Alex Killorn is an admitted slow starter most years, but certainly not this year. 7th goal of the season now. And he had 6 goals on only 16 shots coming into this game here tonight. Not bad shooting percentage, and he scores most of his from around the net. He's really good on the power play, not just shooting, but retrievals as well, and that's a really important part that often gets overlooked. And he's now on a 4 consecutive game goal-scoring streak with 5 goals in those 4 games.
Just recently moved up into 6th spot all-time, Lightning history in goals, adding to that total. As they announce the goal in the building, they go looking for more. Here's Maroon with a jam play, and Vanacek makes a stop on a strong power move by Maroon. Another shot. Perry with a backhander, and it goes just wide.
Maroon's actually smiling coming away from the net. He can't believe that didn't go in. You got to love the way Maroon enjoys hockey.
The two big bookends coming close. Here's Maroon again, overskated that one, got it to Perry. Perry into the slot, gets it right back, takes a shot and whips it wide. Short side on Vanacek. Little push happening now for the Lightning. Batted into the corner. Wilson knocks it away, and Justin Schultz will take over from there.
That Colton line, the way they play, puck inside the offensive zone.
Cirelli,
he's going to get a penalty.
Cirelli had lost his stick, and he obviously tripped up Wilson, who went Superman style all the way into the offensive zone there, and it's going to be a Cirelli, and Cirelli's giving it to Wilson right now.
Cirelli didn't have much choice there. He didn't have a stick.
Tampa 71, minor for tripping.
The puck comes to him, and he wants to stop the puck. And watch this. He plays a little soccer with it. It comes back into him. A pretty good soccer player and goaltender on top of that. And you're right, Superman style for Wilson is he goes face first down the ice for about 25 feet.
It's a trip, though. He was trying to make the soccer play there, but that video evidence tells the story. So another power play here for Washington, their second. And a face-off win right off the bat for Tampa Bay. As things start to heat up in this one, as we expected and hoped it would. 5 minutes in to the second period. 4 shots for the Caps of their first power play. Straight up the ice, Kuznetsov drops it off for Wilson. Wilson back to Sherry, they set things up. Carlson, he's got Ovi lurking over there. On the left side, here's Ovechkin, takes it on the backhand, holds on to it, slings it across, and it reaches Kuznetsov. Back up top to Carlson. Carlson to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, hard pass across to Kuznetsov, steps in, shoots, and Vasilevsky got a piece of that. Rebound into the corner. Wilson now kicks it back to Carlson. Ovechkin hanging on, snaps a shot, rebound, Vasilevsky down. They try to settle it and can't. Chernak leading on his man. Sherry keeps it moving. Kuznetsov, quick shot from a slot by Wilson, and he fanned on it, sent it wide. Ovechkin. Carlson, there's a one-timer from Kuznetsov, doesn't get all of that, and it's deflected up and out of play.
Let's go back to why Cirelli ended up without a stick just for a moment and ended up in the penalty box. Top of your screen, there's going to be a collision. It's going to be stick on stick. Carl Hagelin crosses over with him there, and the stick goes flying, so that's why he ends up back there at the blue line and playing soccer style, ends up tripping Wilson. I was looking right over Ovechkin's shoulder on this last shift where he had one look at the net, but the first guy that he saw was not Vasilevsky, it was Chernak again. So he's got to score on 2 goalies tonight.
Laviolette changes in the entire power play unit except for Ovechkin. He stays out there. To your point earlier where he plays just about the entire power play all the time, even at 36 years of age, and when you have 271 power play goals, you stay out there.
Dave Vanacek wants him to cut his ice time down on the power play.
He is 3 back from the NHL record holder, who's sitting in section 128 right now. Says he's been on the Obi watch for a few weeks now. He just doesn't want it to happen here, Brian. Not here. Not in Andrzej's house. The captain. Cirelli's penalty is over. He steps out of the box as the Caps step in. Sprong puts it along the end boards. Mantha trying to center it, and it was too hot to handle for Sprong, and back comes Cirelli out of the box. Goes wide to Point. Point back to Cirelli. Cuts in! And he can't get a shot away, but he's drawn a penalty call. And it's going to be a hook. So Cirelli comes out of the box and draws a Washington penalty right here.
Penalty box for hooking. Yeah, he doesn't like the call. I don't blame him. They actually got the wrong guy. Excellent give and go here with Cirelli and Braden Point. Watch Cirelli drive in. That to me wasn't really a hook, but what it was a trip by the goaltender, Vanacek. Watch this again. Cirelli doesn't get pulled down by Orlov. He gets pulled down by the goalie. But somebody's got to pay because he ended up down on the ice. Really nice good and goal at high speed by Braden Point and Cirelli, who seem to be getting more and more chemistry as Cirelli has moved to the wing with Braden Point in the middle.
So Orlov's in the box for the second time tonight. Tampa Bay 0 for 1, 2 shots in their first power play. Back in the first period. Braden Point with the puck, puts that one into the corner, then gets it right back. Killorn's right in the middle, right in the slot. Here's Point in across, trying to get it to Stamkos. Stamkos is thinking enough about the talk of Ovechkin's one-timer. Give me one pass. And that is a big part of the storyline tonight. Now here's a short-handed break. Back the other way. Quick shot and a save by Vasilevsky on a long-range one-timer by Lars Eller. Now Killorn drops it off. Stamkos creeps in, goes across. Penalty call coming up as Killorn is slowly getting to his feet. It's going to be an interference call. And we're looking at a 5-on-3 for a minute 20.
Yeah, Killorn really got spun around there, and he could have gotten hurt. And Tom Wilson's going nuts here. He better be careful. He'll get another 2 minutes or more. The referees are giving him some pretty good latitude here.
Washington 43, right over at the France.
Some crisscrossing and interchanges at the offensive blue line, and Killorn's going to come in from the left side, and there's the collision. He makes the drop pass, and there's the foot. He can argue all he wants, but that was his right foot coming out and got a piece of Killorn and spun him around. 5-on-3. A little too predictable for the power play so far. Braden Point with the stop up and spin around and the turnover that put them in trouble. Braden has done that an awful lot, and teams are scouting him on it now. And in the sequencing of the cross-ice pass from one wing to the other, Washington seemed to be way ahead of it before the Lightning ever did it.
Lars Eller comes in and take this draw. They really miss Nick Dowd, who's injured right now in that situation. Lightning get a hold of the puck and set things up with a lengthy two-man advantage. Back up top to Hedman. Hedman back down low. Quick shot, sharp angle, saved by Vanacek. Stamkos knocks that down with his skate. Here's Hedman with a rocket that's partially blocked and catches the netting, and the faceoff will stay inside the blue line.
Well, we've talked about this before. 5-on-3s often, teams, not just the Lightning, will pass too many times looking for the perfect opportunity. You got to get some shots early on in your 5-on-3, and they did here. So I'd like to see a couple of chances already. One from Barré-Boulet and one there from Hedman.
Points pulls it to the boards. Hedman looking at Alex Barré-Boulet, who's open on the other side, trying to feed it across. Here's Braden Point, knocks that down. Back to Barré-Boulet. Throws it back out for a one-time shot. A hard one there by Stamkos, and Vanacek holds his ground.
I think that might have hit Jensen. Stammer was ready for the pass earlier, and he actually had to creep in a little farther than he wanted. Barré-Boulet didn't give him the puck right away. Stammer looped up from the blue line and was coming downhill, ready to hit it as hard as he could. Right there, see him, top of your left of your screen? You actually have to put the brakes on. And yeah, I think Jensen is the one that actually made that save and then got covered up.
Points again, battles for the puck, and they get possession. 35 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Big chance here to get their first lead of the night. Stamp goes up high in the zone. Steps in, onto the backhand, kicks it back to Hedman. Quick across. Here's Cirelli. Scores! Anthony Cirelli, power play goal, and it's 2-1 Tampa Bay.
You really got to love the composure of Alex Barré-Boulet, though. He's had a couple of one-timers on this 5-on-3. Probably feeling a little bit of pressure being out there. But how about that for the pass? And yes, he did get some luck because it did go off the stick of Carlson. But it was a nice fake. Look what it did to the goaltender. Carlson got a piece of it. It still goes through to Cirelli, and Cirelli has the whole 4x6 because of the nice composure by Barry Boulay faking the shot and putting the pass out in front of the net.
And they still have 1 minute of power play time to work with. Cirelli, who drew one of the penalty calls, gets a power play goal, much needed one, especially on home ice. And they've come up with 2 unanswered goals here against the Caps. Here's Perry, slap pass across, trying to get it off of Cirelli again, and it goes up and out of play.
Well, Alex Barry Boulay starts off as the Lightning, ends up a member of the Seattle Kraken on waivers, and then comes back again. And they liked him, and he has shown why here. I really like the way he played. Cirelli's had a heck of a game. He's drawn a couple of penalties, taken a penalty. He's been in the middle of everything.
They were thrilled to get him back and had the opportunity to do so. Hedman drops it off. Barre Boulay now trying to make moves in tight. In behind the net, kicks it back to Point. Point to Hedman. Hedman wrist shot right on rebound. Just hops over the stick of Stamkos. Point holds his ground. 23 seconds to go in the 5-on-4. Point to Hedman. Braden Point steps in. Curls back. Faravari forced him there. He gives it back to Hedman. Hedman crisscrosses with Stamkos. Back across. Here's Stamkos with a shot. And Vanacek the save. They set up that crisscross play again, Brian.
Yeah, Stammer coming downhill for the one-timer.
Point settles the puck down. Wilson's out of the box. Team's back at even strength. Alex Killorn in behind the net. Out in front, and that quick shot goes just wide off the stick of Point. Out in front, here's Point in tight, backhander, and Vanacek holding his ground on Braden Point. But the power play strikes. Anthony Cirelli gives Tampa Bay a 2-1 lead right here on Bally Sports.
Set up a couple of shots for Steven Stamkos on the one-timer. Stammer's able to loop up high and come downhill and get a real nice, there he is up top, and there's the one-touch pass. Point puts it on a platter for him, and that shot was, here's a good look at it. Good save, really tough save by Vanacek. How they even see those ones is beyond me sometimes. You got 4 or 5 bodies crossing in front, and he makes the low blocker save. That was a heck of a shot by Stammer. It was on the target.
Sends down the ice. Chernak gets there first, takes the hit from Ovechkin. He leaned into him after hitting him with 2 of his slap shots in the first period. Kuznetsov off to an excellent start for the Caps, and they are relieved to see that, as his stats have been dropping the last couple of seasons. Cirelli gathers up the puck. He's got the go-ahead goal. There's an outlet pass to Chernak. Chernak with a shot. Big rebound. Hops over the stick of Cirelli, and back come the Caps. Ovechkin in, holds, shoots right on, and Vasilevsky stares down the most dangerous shooter in the league right now and makes the save.
Vasilevsky's made 3 saves like that now in this game, where Washington Capital players have had pretty decent angle to the net. Look where he is. That's the key. He's out above the paint. You don't see Vasi do that often, but because it's Ovechkin, I think that's the reason why. Tom Wilson, it looked like he was wide open. Yeah, would have had to have been the perfect pass. He's there for a rebound. You know, number 8 is going to shoot the puck, and that's what you want him to do.
He's got a goal in all but 1 of his games so far this season, and a 4-game goal streak coming into tonight. Joseph battling for the puck, wins it, gets it up ahead to Alex Killorn, who's got the other goal this evening for the Lightning. Killorn battling for position, throws it towards the net, it bounces to Cal Foote. Foote to Joseph. Joseph goes to the backhand. This one pops up in the air, and Vanacek sees that one and scoops it, hangs on to it. Here's tonight's Papa John's key ingredients.
Well, key ingredients are always the guys on the power play that put the puck in the net most of the time. We got 2 of the best, and most active ones, 271 for Ovechkin, Stammer 168. A couple of Pittsburgh Penguins, and then Joe Thornton on that list. But 2 very similar guys, of course, Ovechkin and Stamkos. They both live in the left face-off circle as a rule, although we saw Stammer come right down the middle, especially on that 5-on-3, and that extra momentum you get being on the move really transfers to a puck.
Here's a chance all the way up the ice with Sherry, and he was one-on-one there with the Lightning defenseman Sergachev. Didn't get a shot away. Puck goes into the corner. 8.5 to go in a second period that has seen a lot of action. Sent across and off a stick and out of play. Maroon read that and pokes it up and out.
Yeah, smart play by Pat Maroon. Both teams have big-time respect for the defenseman shooting, and both teams want to activate their defense, want to get shots from the point, and have traffic in front. And here's the read by Maroon. Good stick there. Jensen already realized that he was going to be in trouble there, and he was backing off out of the zone in case that one hit the glass and traveled on up the ice.
So face off to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. The Kuznetsov line comes back out there. Remember, this is a Caps team that's without Nicklas Backstrom. Has not played yet this season. Not eligible to come off the injured reserve till the 6th of November. Still getting over a hip injury. Missed all of training camp. TJ Oshie out of the lineup now. We told you about that earlier tonight.
We saw Chernak moving up on the play again. Lightning D always want to do that. Doesn't matter whether you're known as one of the more defensive guys on the team, which Chernak is, or not. Lightning came in with 23 points from their D-man before the game, and Washington had 20 points from their D, so pretty even in that department.
Lightning fans, Chase card holders get 50% off Tampa Bay Lightning merchandise at chase.com/lightning for all the details.
Victor Hedman hasn't had many chances to get up on the rush so far in this game. We've seen him be very active this year. He has recovered well from the surgery he had at the end of last year, and boy, he's been covering territory every night.
Shot whistles wide. Hedman's got another assist tonight. That's 9 for him. He moves into the league lead amongst defensemen in that category. Connor Sherry picks up a little pace through the neutral zone and then zips it in there. Red Leeson, number 49. He's got the only goal for the Caps. He's out there along with Protas, number 59. Two big former Prince Albert Raiders. They were teammates in Prince Albert. There's Protas trying to find the puck. Knocked up ahead by Carlson. Carlson's wide open. Shoots, save by Vasilevsky. Kicks out the pad and takes it away from John Carlson.
John Carlson has been a top 5 D-man scorer 4 consecutive years, and one of the reasons is he's aggressive, and when he realizes, hey, nobody's on me, we've got the puck, turnovers, I'll stay here and get the chance. McDonough gets back and puts some pressure on him, but look at Vasi again. Vasi doesn't show him anything. Looks like Carlson wanted to try and slip that one underneath the pad, but Vasilevsky has really done an outstanding job to come out, little sort of old school goaltending, coming out on the angle a little bit more than we've seen him at times.
And Carlson's had a hot stick of late. 2 goals in his last 3, including the game winner in a tough game against Arizona. The Coyotes really pushed them hard.
They just can't win, can they? Yeah, I mean, they've played some good hockey, and Arizona just can't win. But yeah, with essentially a 1-0 game.
Ovechkin added an empty netter. 2-0 was the final. Another tight one here between these two. They played to a 2-1 result in Washington a few weeks ago. Won in overtime by Steven Stamkos. Braden Point in over the blue line. Points back to the line. Hedman swings and misses, and back comes Washington, led by Ovechkin. In toe drag, shoots, and that one is up and over the net. Ovechkin goes after the loose puck, and now it's taken away by Killorn. Ovechkin was at the end of his shift there. Did not have a lot of burst.
Good teamwork there by Hedman and Sergachev about how they played that. Heddy got back just in time, but Sergachev delayed them long enough because it was almost a 3-on-1 to start.
Poke free down low by Schuster. He's having issues with Sprong, who keeps the puck deep. Here's Schultz trying to force the issue. Connor McMichael up on the play for the Caps. Nothing doing there. Back comes Maroon. Maroon chips it in there. Two big guys go out of the corner. He and Mantha. Down low is Eller. Eller takes it free for Schultz. Justin Schultz, a two-time Stanley Cup champ, ended up giving it up there. That shot is deflected away. Van Riemsdyk cuts back.
Yeah, Mantha and Maroon at high speed hitting the end wall. They might have to check those boards later.
Schultz, rink wide. Just slightly off the mark. Thought it caught a cap on the bench there. No whistle. Here comes the Lightning over the line. Little back pass, and it's batted back into the corners. Palat was trying to center it. Now he's got Stamkos. Back to foot. Pass was in his skates. And back the other way. Sergachev backing up. Here's Eller with a try. That's blocked. Puck is loose. Eller trying to dish on. Vasilevsky down. Keeps that out. Carl Hagman was on the doorstep, and Vasilevsky sprawls out again. Caps pushing hard here. Under 5 minutes to go.
I'll tell you, Sergachev's done a heck of a job on some of these fast breaks by Washington, stalling and causing Washington maybe to go deeper into the zone before they make their play than they want to. And then Vasilevsky, just brilliant.
Icing is the call as the chance is going up again for the netminder.
And Washington is hot about this icing call. Watch Vasilevsky and the help that he gets from Sergachev. Sergachev delay, and then here comes a pass underneath. I don't know who blocked this. Oh yeah, I think it hit Foot. It hit Foot originally, and then Foot does a nice job of fending everything off and pushing it to the outside as well. And then Vasi is able to make the save after the fact. And again, really aggressive coming out, and those legs are everywhere down low.
Radish takes the shot that's deflected wide. Rebound gathered up by Carlson. He takes the hit, makes the play, lobbing it down the ice. Protas is up there against Hedman. Puck stays to the outside. Schuster muscle off the puck there with Protas at the side of the net.
Yeah, he had a chance to stuff it on the short side. Vasi didn't know where that puck was for a second.
Well, Protas is not sneaking up on you. He's hard to miss. In the corner, Sherry dancing around. Sherry, look at the moves down low. He'll bank it off the boards and gets it back to Orlov. Wrist shot of the way. Knocked down, blocked by the Lightning, and now picked up by Belmar. Belmar into center, off the stick of Barré-Boulet. Alex Barré-Boulet's got an assist on the go-ahead goal, a power play marker by Cirelli. Both Tampa goals here in the second period.
Great hit by Chernak along the wall.
Orlov gets it across to Jensen. Jensen pumps the puck in. That takes a bounce out in front. Vasilevsky, he plays here a lot. He knew that was potentially happening. He didn't flinch. Inside the line, Sprong gets it away to Mantha. Mantha shoots, saved by Vasilevsky, and the rebound cleared to the line. Not out. Jensen across. Caps continue with their push. Orlov winds and fires a shot, blocked by McDonough. There's Sprong. He's tied up by Chernak as he was right there looking for a loose puck.
That was McMichael all around the net as well too. Boy, he had just gotten cleaned out along the wall earlier in the shift and stuck with it. He doesn't know what it's like to play against Chernak yet, and he's starting to find out.
Mantha finds the puck and then gets rid of it to center. Wilson takes a bump there from Hedman. Colton trying to force the issue inside the blue line. Now it's picked up by Maroon. Centering pass with Perry charging hard. Here's Maroon again. Drops it off the line. Quick shot, and it just trickles past the post. Colton has it taken away by Wilson. You can sense this line. It's coming for them, Brian. This line is really applying some pressure.
They get to the net so well, and if they don't get to the net, they get it in the corners and behind the net. Maintain that possession, make Washington nervous, and yeah, they create opportunities in tight.
Kuznetsov drops it off for Ovechkin. Ovechkin with a snapshot that's right on Vasi again, and he will hang on, and we will step aside. 1:20 to go in a supercharged second period. 2-1 Lightning.
Look at the reaction of it. Moving from his right to his left with the leg and with the glove. Wilson thought he had a slam dunk as that puck came off the end wall. The cross ice pass right to the edge of the crease, and a big time
Player
save.
profile brought to you by Kia.
300th career start tonight. Congratulations to Andrei Vasilevsky, who's played a ton of hockey just in the last 2 years. Of course, going all the way and winning the Stanley Cup has a lot to do with that.
His first career start, December 16th, 2014 at Philadelphia. A win. 1 goal against on 24 shots against the Flyers. Up in the play is Andre Palat. Following up is the captain. Stamkos. Puck comes free. Knocked past Belmar. Belmar gets it back. Here's Palat. To the line. Sergachev finds Belmar. His shot blocked. Reaching for it is Hedman, who was up on the play. Final minutes, second period. 2-1 Lightning. And that one is lobbed in, and that is going to be an icing call. 46.3 on the clock. Stay tuned for your local Honda dealer. Second intermission report. Here's what's coming up. Paul Kennedy and Dave Anderchuk are going to have a conversation with Mikhail Sergachev, and they will go around the league for the latest news and notes in the NHL, highlights and stats and analysis, all coming up momentarily.
They can ask Sergei about keeping his wits about him, playing the right side like he is now with Hedman, or playing the left side when he's out there with Foot or shooting.
Yeah, not only that, he plays with so many different guys, doesn't he?
Yep, and you got to keep it straight. Can't get confused. That's how you end up with, as that one goes out over the glass, it's deflected. There will be no penalty. And when you get confused, if you do for a moment on one shift or another, you end up with both defensemen on one side of the ice, and that is deadly mistakes.
Kuznetsov settles in to take the draw against Cirelli. He's got Ovechkin right behind him on his strong side. So that's a key battle there by Cirelli, not allowing Kuznetsov to pull it back. Tap down the ice. Rolls in on Vanacek. Schultz, pressure there down low by Killorn. Here's Cirelli in the corner. Gets to the Braden Point. Point walks out, looks back to the line. There's McDonough with a drive, and it finds its way through. And Vanacek has to make another stop.
Yeah, this whole sequence started because the exchange between Vanacek and Schultz wasn't really clean, and then Schultz was under pressure, spins around on the corner, and then throws it to the other side of the ice. There's nobody there except for Anthony Cirelli. And then this is how the play ended. Lightning were able to keep the play alive, get the puck to the point, and one more bid at the net with another face-off in Washington's zone.
Eller will take it for Washington. Belmar, who's showing why he was such an asset in the face-off circle when the Lightning brought him in here. He'll take this drop for Tampa Bay. Pulled back. Belmar goes after it into the corner. Eller pressured by Point. Angles off Braden Point. Point leans into him, and now Cirelli. Trying to cut out. Still with the puck is Anthony Cirelli. Off a skate in behind the net, and that is going to do it. Hard-working shift on both sides to finish this second period, and now Hathaway's in there. Garnet Hathaway, who likes to engage in this manner, got in there with Pierre-Edouard Belmar.
Yeah, Hathaway was just given a little bit extra there. He had him by the scruff of the shirt and decided he'd yank him around and try to ragdoll him a little bit. And Belmar said, "Oh, you're not getting away with that." So we'll see if their penalty is dished out. But overall, the boys have been pretty well behaved in this game. There hasn't been a lot of this, but you can see a few more conversations going on right now. And Hathaway, who loves to do that, is the one yapping the most.
So the Lightning head down the tunnel with a 1-goal lead after 40 minutes of play. 2-1 is the score. Now,
Time Stanley Cup champion, head back to the bench.
How about that? 3 cups. Oh,
Only guy on planet Earth
Yep.
to have 3 cup rings in the last 3 years. Pat Maroon and company looking to close this one out on home ice. We'll see you after the game.
Couldn't tell what they were saying. Couldn't read lips. They were facing the other way.
Tampa Bay starts with a puck. Here's Eric Chernak. Don't forget 2 big shot blocks by Cernak in the first period on a power play on a couple of blasts by Ovechkin. Here comes Kuznetsov, and he is angled off by Cernak. Great defensive play on the Russian centerman.
Those are the guys coming underneath with some speed. That's a design play. Kuznetsov coming late on the play, just ripping through the blue line.
Braden Point got it to Cernak. It bounced off of his skates and goes right to Kuznetsov. Wilson was stood up in the line there by Braden Point, knocked him off the puck. And the Lightning get it back. Cernak's going to wait for the line change to complete over at the Tampa Bay bench. And out he comes. Pass up ahead to Stamkos. Stamkos to Hedman. And in the puck goes. Jensen swings it around. Orlov takes a swing at that one and sends it down the ice for an icing call.
Watch how this play develops for Washington, and boy, does it cause trouble for the Lightning. It'll be Kuznetsov in the middle there, coming underneath with speed. See, he's got inside position. He doesn't have the puck. He's not the tip of the spear. But when you have the Lightning backed off near their blue line, it takes a really good defensive play by a couple of guys, including Cernak coming across at the last second to cut him off.
Dmitry Orlov picks up some speed, takes it wide on Stamkos, goes to the backhand, lifts a bouncer in on Vasilevsky, who scoops it up with a glove, and he will hang on. Your Tampa Bay area BMW centers want to remind you to tune in to Valley Sports on Thursday night as the Lightning travel north of the border to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Coverage begins with Lightning Live pregame at 6:30. Bolts, Leafs, Thursday night, right here on Valley Sports. Got your passport all ready for that trip back over into Canada there, Brian?
Yep, all set, ready to go. Keep it in the same place all the time.
Let's go. Ottawa on Saturday afternoon. 2 road games before coming back home for the Lightning. 2 divisional games, the Leafs and the Sens. These 2 teams will not face each other again until April 6th. Couple of early season meetings and then nothing until near the end of the season. Hedman puts it up the boards. That's intercepted. Capitals with the puck. Here's Orlov. Winds and shoots right on. Vasilevsky the save with Eller right in front of the net. Now Orlov dancing around again, looking for options. He'll put it back to the line. Jensen at the point. Almost gave it up cleanly to Perry. And Perry just sends this one down. Perry up there with Maroon. Maroon trying to center it. Second effort, and Perry just jammed it just wide. Here's Maroon again. Trying to feed it out in front, and that shot goes wide as well. As Perry and Maroon peel off and head for the change. Jensen pressured by Belmar. Belmar trying to make something happen here. Centers it across. Now the pass was in behind Taylor Radish. McMichael up ahead. Here's McMichael. He's in, and he's stopped by Vasilevsky. One rookie has scored tonight for the Caps, and another one came close.
McMichael led the American League in scoring and points last year. It was a truncated season, of course, of 33 games. He had those 14 goals.
Now here's a chance for points. Braden Point in. He scores! Braden Point makes it 3-1 Tampa Bay.
Transition game, and then speed to burn. Braden Point catches Washington all in the middle of the ice. He's got an inside step, and nobody is going to catch him because in 2 steps he's away. Look at that. Look at that stride and control as he just picks his spot. He's able to clear everybody. There is not a chance that Schultz is going to be able to catch him. So when he knows he's in the clear, he just protects the puck and waits and waits and waits and goes up on the short side. What a great goal.
Right after the stop by Vasilevsky on McMichael, Braden Point buries one on Vanacek, and they've opened up a 2-goal lead here in the early stages of this third period. Ovechkin Given a bump there by Chernak, gets right back up, trying to get it to Wilson. Wilson battling over there with McDonough. Puck's hopping around. McDonough gets it to the line and out. Braden Point with his 4th goal of the season. Penalty calls coming up here.
Dumb penalty, really dumb penalty by Kuznetsov, especially with the Lightning got the momentum from the Braden Point goal. Yeah, you can plead insanity all you want. This is a penalty.
Washington, 92. Minor for holding.
He just grabs Braden Point along the wall and spins him around, just trying to message send a little bit. There they are in the corner. Then he just grabs him and cuffs him around the shoulder. There was no need for that. The referee's standing about 8 feet away. Not a good penalty, and the Lightning should make him burn here.
Well, they've got one power play goal tonight. Cirelli scored in a 5-on-3. Point's going to come out and take this drop. He's up front with Barré-Boulet and Killorn. Stamkos and Hedman along the points. And the Caps start by sending it down. Big kill needed by them to avoid the Lightning really opening things up. And taking charge. Up by 2 here in the third. Lars Eller now causing problems up the ice. Takes some more time off the clock, and now he's trapped as the Lightning come in over the blue line. Killorn gains the zone, snaps the puck around. Waiting for it near side is Barré-Boulet. Stamkos cradles it along the boards. Back down low for Killorn. Barré-Boulet's in front. Stamkos now feeds the blue line. Hedman across to Point. Point down low. Barré-Boulet to Point. Back up top to Hedman. To Point. Point. Barré-Boulet into the corner. Stamkos. Here's Hedman with a shot. That's blocked in front by Wilson, and he is down. Still slow to get up. Barré-Boulet with a one-timer, and he goes over top of the net. Point. Hedman. Stamkos with a shot, and that's blocked again. Big shot block that time by Jensen. Here's Barré-Boulet. Trying to center it. Couldn't get it out cleanly. Off the skates of Van Riemsdyk, and then Eller with it clear.
Boy, some guys really sacrificing out there to make some big-time blocks. Lightning moving the puck around very effectively there on that power play.
Here's Cirelli trying to dangle his way in. Made a nice move and almost got around his man. 22 seconds to go in the minor to Kuznetsov. Ross Colton leaves it for Sergachev, then gives it back to Colton. Inside the blue line, goes wide side. Feed across, trying to find Cirelli on the back door, and it's scooped up and held by Vanacek.
Little pushing and shoving after the fact here. On that last penalty kill, Wilson was out there and he got injured, and it was Jensen who ended up pushing Killorn into Wilson. There's the cross check, and Killorn's out of control, and I think the helmet, forehead of his helmet, got Wilson right in the mouth, because he got up and he was dazed for a couple of seconds. I thought he was going to make the line change. He did not. Looks like he's okay there. But the Lightning were trying to regain control and take advantage of him while he was a little off balance, to say the least.
Eller pulls that one back. Belmar up there with Joseph and Taylor Radish, who picked up an assist on the goal by Point. Congratulations, Taylor Radish, first NHL point. We knew that was coming. He's been building his confidence. Wide side, this is Fehérváry. Martin Fehérváry towards the net, punched down by Vasilevsky, and it comes out for Belmar. Up ahead now to Matthew Joseph. Joseph steps around his man Sprong, goes in there, taking off the puck, comes back to the line for Sergachev. His shot directed right in front of the net, redirected, and it was knocked down, but it was a close chance for sure. Picked up on the wide side. Washington coming in. Sent around the boards. Waiting for it over on this side. You know who Ovechkin feeds it back to the line for Orlov. There's a wrister high, and Vasilevsky saw the bank coming off the end board, scoops up and hangs on. 13:24 to go in the third, and Braden Point has opened up a 2-goal lead. General manager of the team, Sergei Gonchar, long-time Washington Capital, and in between them, that is Alexei Shamnov, and we're told that Vladimir Malikov as well is here, all watching the Russian stars on display. And I did some quick math. Between those 4 guys, including Kovalchuk, who's got an Olympic gold medal, over 2,700 points and 3,700 games.
Well-known names for sure. Good math too, Dave.
Calculator. Took off shoes, socks, everything. Here comes a 2-on-1. It's Killorn. Killorn in shoots right on, and Vanacek has got that. No rebound, and now Wilson's into it with Anthony Cirelli in behind the Capitals net.
Yeah, it was back-checking Wilson on Cirelli, and when the whistle went there, I don't know who did it first, but Cirelli certainly pushed back on the backside of Wilson, and Wilson, of course, never misses a chance to get into somebody's face. Good job here by Cirelli to go to the net, and by Killorn to shoot the puck. There was nothing there, and that's why Cirelli got mad, because Wilson did give him a shot after the puck was nowhere to be seen and the whistle's already gone. Killorn looking, nope, can't do it. Got a nice shot, almost went under the arm. And there's Wilson, and there's Cirelli. A few words exchanged.
Anthony Cirelli has got a 3-point game on the go here with a goal and 2 assists. He did not have a goal in his last 7, so this one's feeling awful good. Involved in all 3 goals for the Lightning so far tonight. Into the corner goes Joseph digging for it. Comes free for John Carlson. Carlson was stopped in the second period by Vasilevsky. It's been another one of those nights, Brian. We say this a lot. Mantha comes in, throws it back across the grain. Carlson with a shot saved by Vasilevsky. Swept back out in front to the line. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Lightning as Hedman touches the puck, and it's going to be a Capitals power play here with 12.5 to go in the third period.
Yeah, Lightning were in trouble in their own zone, and John Carlson very nearly scored a goal. What a great move into the middle. Victor Hedman still wants to contest his penalty. You never win those arguments.
2-minute minor for holding.
But Washington, very dangerous, and a lot of interchanging pieces here. Carlson moves in right here, slips his way into the slot area, and along the way, Victor Hedman right there at the bottom of your screen. Sometimes he's just a victim of being a big guy, reaching over the top of Eller, and you got 2 minutes for holding.
Third power play of the night for the Capitals. Good face-off win to start. Chernak sends it down. Caps 0 for 2 with the man advantage here tonight. 6 shots in total. Ovechkin to Kuznetsov, and they enter the zone. Tom Wilson up in the play. Kuznetsov now in the corner, banks it off the boards. Waiting for it is Carlson. Into the slot for Wilson. He can't get a shot away. Stripped to the puck, and Bellemare just takes his time and gets rid of it.
Bellemare and Joseph continue to do a really good job on the penalty kill.
Caps are really missing TJ Oshie, aren't they?
Yeah, that presence in the middle of the ice. Once the power play is set up on the offensive zone, he's got great hands and great movement in the middle.
13 power play goals for him last year in the shortened season. Another good clear by the Lightning. Back out to center ice. 1 minute gone in this Capitals power play as the puck is sent around. Knocked back down into the corner and banked back down. And this Caps outing here in this third power play of the night hasn't even had a sniff.
No, Lightning doing a heck of a job. They're keeping the puck on the outside and along the wall and getting to them. And when you touch it, you have to get it out of the zone.
That was close.
Yeah, that'll keep you awake if you're Vanacek.
Yes, it will. Lars Eller. Second unit comes out there along with Ovi. And it's sent back down. Clinical penalty killing going on right here with just 17 seconds remaining in this man advantage. Here comes Eller again. Chips it up ahead. Sprong hustling after it. McDonough hustling after him. Sergachev closed the gap. It comes along the boards. Mantha puts it back to the point. Here's Ovechkin. Wrist shot. Reaches the net. And Vasilevsky's got it just as Hedman steps back out onto the ice.
Yeah, some frustration there for Ovechkin and for the power play in general, and give the credit to the penalty killers. Both groups did an outstanding job. Cirelli and Killorn and Belmar and Joseph, and of course the D-men down low, just not given very many good looks. And Ovechkin, he doesn't waste too much time trying to think about what he wants to do with it when it gets on his stick. He just dusted it off once and got it to the net.
He's got a point in every game so far this season. 8-game point streak to start the season. Ties a career high for him to start a season. Here's Hagelin. His shot blocked in front. Hedman. Bouncing puck on him. Caps get onto it. They get it back to the point for Orlov. Sending it back around. Hedman watching Garnett Hathaway. Hathaway back to the point. Schultz drips a wrist shot that goes high and over the net. Picked up by Hagelin. Hagelin puts it wide. Here's Hathaway with a slap shot. Kick saved by Vasi. And the puck goes over his head. Picked up again. Back to the point. Quick drive. Knocked down. Rebound. Schuster can't clear it. Held to the line. Pressure here by the Caps. Hagelin. Checked by Schuster. Barré-Boulet got it away, then gets it back, and now he'll be able to skate it out. Alex Barré-Boulet was 1-on-3 there, so he just dumps it in. Past the midway point of this third period in front of 19,000 again here tonight at Amalie Arena. 1 goal in the third by Braden Point, his 4th. 3 points for Anthony Cirelli tonight. Colton with a shot. Blocker saving another one by Vanacek on that second attempt. Banked up ahead. Perry trying to get it past Ferravari. Got his stick in his feet. And Perry is about to head to the box. And the Caps are about to get another power play.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. You just kind of spin around. You think the puck is right there, and you end up taking a guy's feet out. Corey Perry is going to go for 2, but you got to touch it first.
Extra attackers on with the net empty. There's the touch by Killorn. And the call is made, and we will tell you all about it when we come back. 8:37 to go in the third period. 3-1 Lightning.
Taking the feet out from underneath Ferravari right here. There it is, and he's just fishing for it. And when the guy goes down, you're like, are you kidding here? Alexander Ovechkin on his last shift out, even with the wrist shot, you think, well, maybe he doesn't shoot so hard with the wrist shot. How about that? 85 miles an hour. He just whips the puck so well. He gets it in that toe curve, and he can sling it. He's strong as a bear, and his technique of shooting is, of course, outstanding.
4th power play of the game for the Capitals. Their 2nd here in this third period. Back-to-back power play chances. Battling for the puck off the draw. It comes back to the point. Here's Ovechkin. Settles it down, then dishes off to Karlsson. And they set things up. Kuznetsov saucers it back to Karlsson to Kuznetsov. Across. They score. Connor Sherry tips it home in front. And it's a 1-goal game. Power play goal for the Capitals. 3-2.
Smart play by Kuznetsov and by Sherry. You get so worried about Ovechkin and Karlsson up top that you start shifting up a little bit more and a little bit more. Look where the Lightning D are. Sherry's right in front of Vasilevsky. He's got a little bit of room. Kuznetsov fakes the seam pass to Ovechkin moving in. That makes the hair on the back of the neck of everybody on the Lightning stand up a little bit. That gives some room to Connor Sherry. All he's got to do is have his stick down on the ice and redirect that one. That one is well constructed. They're not always flashy on the power play, but that was just great execution. And Ovechkin came by the bench after that all whooped up. They want to build on this. This is going to be quite a finish.
8:20 to go. Sherry with his first of the season. 14 goals from last year in 53 games with the Caps. And we got ourselves a game. 1-goal game, 3-2. Just over 8 minutes remaining. Caps with a puck inside the Lightning blue line again. Carl Hagelin puts it off the wall, waiting for Orlov. His shot. Vasilevsky got a piece of that. Hagelin snaps the puck around. Orlov again. Held out by Hathaway. Hathaway keeps it deep. Carl Hagelin. Banked up ahead. That centering attempt knocked down by Tampa Bay and moved out by Sergachev.
There are key times in a game. First minute of a period, last minute of a period, and after goals. And you see after Washington scored this goal, the Colton line comes out.
Well,
Hathaway and Colton got into it. Now Pat Maroon gets into it as well. Hathaway is trying to stir things up. He's that kind of guy, just like Maroon is. And both Maroon and Hathaway are going to go.
well, that happened right in front of you. Maroon almost shoved Hathaway right into your lap.
Yeah, he did. I got a piece of his stick off my arm.
Washington number 21 and Tampa number 14, each 2-minute minors for roughing.
Yeah, Hathaway started it with the line change at the same time. It was Hathaway going to his bench right through Ross Colton, and they pushed and shoved a little bit, and then that's when Maroon stepped in and got a piece of Hathaway and continued on him as he went into his bench. So things have heated up. I mentioned in the first half of the game that both teams pretty businesslike, and there wasn't a lot of this stuff, but when they play an entire game, there's always going to be this.
So lots of room out of the ice now. 4-on-4. Off the draw. Steered in behind the Tampa Bay net. Cirelli, he's up front now with Braden Point. Puts that one inside the line, and the Caps bang it off the end boards. Schultz kicks it back and then gets one right back. He's going back and forth there with Faravari. Kuznetsov and Ovechkin lurking for Washington. Out comes Justin Schultz with a puck. And that is blown down with 6:54 remaining in regulation. Well, here's tonight's Road Ahead, brought to you by Toyota.
Big game against Toronto Maple Leafs up in Toronto, and then on to Ottawa for an afternoon game. And then right back home against Carolina, hottest team in the National Hockey League.
8-0.
I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, they were a heck of a team last year and even the year before. But with the changes on D, I wasn't quite sure what Carolina would look like this year. Well, they look pretty darn good so far.
Looks just fine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Puck is floated down there. Hedman forces the issue, grinding away in the corner. In comes a forecheck from Palat, forcing Sherry to move the puck, and he does. Gets it right back. Sherry, who's got the goal here in the third, gets the return feed bounced away from him. Knocked up in the air and out of harm's way for the Lightning.
Connor Sherry getting that play, that goal on the power play. He got a lot of credit from his coach the other night in their game. They said their power play was Connor Sherry that kept pucks alive with big-time retrievals. That's one of the big reasons he's out there in their power play as well. But I guess it's fitting that he gets a goal every once in a while too when he does the dirty work.
Joseph carries the puck in, puts it back to the point for McDonough. McDonough drops it off with just under half a minute remaining in this 4-on-4 situation. Joseph jumps onto the loose puck, and he is leaned into, shoved down at the end of that play. On the backside, straight up the middle of the ice is Jensen trying to pick his way in there. And almost all the way in, couldn't get a shot away as backtracking defensively was McDonough.
Yeah, you're not going to beat McDonough one-on-one like that very often. He got the first move pulled off, but you have to be able to pull the trigger, and McDonough made sure he couldn't do it.
Team's back to 5-on-5. Off the stick of Killorn. In behind the Capitals net, Vanacek. Left it there, comes to the line, and that was not held in by Sergachev. So we get a whistle. With 5:05 remaining, and it's a one-goal game here at Amalie Arena.
Watch Sergachev at the blue line. Comes on for a line change at the bottom of your screen. Look at Ovechkin at the bottom of your screen. So Ovechkin is out of the zone. So you got to hang out in the neutral zone. He tried to keep that puck in. It was just barely offside, but that's okay. He was aware that Ovechkin was just lurking. Had he tried to just go into the offensive zone and try to stuff that play right away, who knows what would have happened or might have happened. They're up by 1 goal and 5 minutes to go. You know where everybody is on the ice.
A marquee Monday night matchup has lived up to the billing here in Tampa Bay tonight. Ovechkin with a puck, the outlet to Wilson. Wilson steps in over the line. Knocked off the puck there by Chernak, but got it deep. Out of the corner comes Kuznetsov, who's got an assist on the power play goal by Sherry here in the third period to make it 3-2. Faravari tried to hold the line, and instead Point comes right back. Braden Point, who has also scored here in the third, chases after his man. Ovechkin throws it across the ice. Killorn's the only guy there. The Lightning take their time to set things up. Out comes Ross Colton with a burst of speed, chips it past Schultz, and deep into the corner for Orlov. Orlov swings that one around. Strong backhand pass across to Sherry. Sherry lifts a backhander that's knocked down by Colton. Orlov tries to bat at that one, as they keep the Caps at arm's length here with under 4 minutes remaining. Almost intercepted at center ice. That was Maroon who got that big stick in the lane there, forcing the Caps back again. Sherry lifts this one in. Hedman to the line, not out. Van Riemsdyk with a slap shot, partially deflected up in the air, over the net. Lifted back out. Lots of time left, but right now they're Lightning are doing what they did to Pittsburgh in the late going and what they did to Arizona in their last game in the late going. Going into that mode, Brian, that we saw so much of in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's how you win championships. You got to be able to do it.
Chernak around the end boards. Met the far side there by Joseph. McDonough engaged with his man. Comes to the near side boards. Palat upended there by Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk slaps to the puck. Centering attempt there ends up with a Lightning. Turned over by Ovechkin and lifted back down the ice. Road does not get easier for the Caps, as mentioned, going in to face a very tough Florida Panthers team.
Nice job by Killorn here on Wilson in the neutral zone. They're trying to bank that puck to Wilson, who wanted to flip it into the middle. And Killorn was tight on him there and turned the puck back into Washington's hand.
Kuznetsov dumps the puck in. Vanacek is still in the net. Caps with the puck, sending it around the boards. Faravari dumps it in. Kuznetsov swings it around, waiting for it. It's Carlson. His shot redirected just past the open side.
What a collision there.
That's grind time now. Who wants it? Braden Point. Puck goes around the far boards. Ovechkin takes it off the skate, dumps it off. Centering attempt, broken up by the Lightning again. And Cirelli with the puck banks it up ahead.
Yeah, that was Chernak on Faravari in the corner. A lot of beef up against the wall there. Chernak has played a hard-nosed game. No surprise there. But that's where he's valuable in games like this.
Eller picks his way into the zone. Faravari makes his way, or rather Vanacek makes his way towards the bench. So the extra attacker is on. It's cleared by the Lightning to center. Belmar sent back in by the Caps. McDonough now lobs this one towards the blue line. Knocked down. Caps are offside at the blue line. Well, here's tonight's Diamond Performance presented by Ackerman Jewelers.
Vasilevsky has just been pure brilliance again. It's a huge reason why the Lightning are ahead in it. He's made some incredible saves that are going to be a highlight all season long, especially the one on Tom Wilson right here. Big saves like that give your whole team an entire lift, and because Vasi's done it so many times, they know he is in the zone, and my goodness, he has been in the zone all night long. Washington has called the timeout here to try and construct the play.
Construct a play and give the key guys maybe a little bit of a breather here with 1:11 to go. Lightning trying to make it 3 straight. after wins against Pittsburgh and the Coyotes. And remind you to stay tuned after tonight's game for Lightning Live postgame with Paul Kennedy and Dave Andrechuk, presented by Advent Health. And there'll be lots to talk about between these two teams after this one's over. Another good one.
Well, they will definitely get bodies to the net, and they will get pucks to the net, but that guy will lurk around on the outside. That's what he does really well. They'll create a commotion, and everybody will go in there except Ovechkin. And that's when he gets those big-time chances. That's what they'll be looking for.
With a face-off just outside the blue line, Vanacek is in the net for this very reason. In the corner is Killorn's going to try to take more time off the clock with exactly 1 minute to go in regulation. Killorn, who's got another goal tonight. Palat feeds it back to the line. There's the shot, looking for the tip by Killorn, and Vanacek had to come down and make another stop. Now Vanacek hits the bench. Extra attacker will come on. Kuznetsov throws it out across for Eller, and he was in too deep. Bats it wide. Knocked away by Cirelli. McDonough up the boards. Killorn battling for it. Caps trying to keep it in, and they do. Into the corner now. Kuznetsov circles around. Carlson snaps a shot. Connor Sherry bouncing puck, gets it to Kuznetsov. Carlson, slap shot right on, and Vasilevsky makes the save.
That went between the legs of Wilson. How did he see that?
Ovechkin wrister, it's blocked. Carlson on the backhand. Here's Eller, he's bumped off the puck by Chernak. Kuznetsov takes one more shot, and Vasilevsky's got that. With 1/10 of a second remaining on the clock.
Oh, some tired guys out there. Vasilevsky has tracked the puck so well. This shot right here goes, see that? Goes right in between the legs of Wilson. But Vasi sees it all the way. Look at him track it. Oh, this is a great look at it. All those bodies crossing in front of him. That's super slow-mo. His concentration level on the puck just has been brilliant.
They've added a couple of ticks onto the clock, so there's just half a second remaining.
You'd have to score right off the shot here. Wilson's going to slap this at the net.
Belmar lined up. Meantime, Chernak dumped Ovechkin as he was creeping in.
Yeah, they're all cheating. Ovechkin doesn't give an inch, and Chernak doesn't give an inch. What a great battle that has been between those two.
Here we go. And finally, they're going to wave him out, and in comes Kuznetsov. Wilson's out. Here's Ovi. Ovi says, I'll take this. And that is it. Puck pulled back, and the Lightning win it. And now
Chernak and Wilson.
Tom Wilson is engaged.
And this was about whatever the little skirmish was between Chernak and Ovechkin, right?
Yep.
Little message sending by Wilson after the final buzzer. We talk about the Wilson effect around the National Hockey League, and it's because he does stuff like this. He is talented, but he is a menace. There he is against Chernak, and oh, that was a chop right down on the forearm of, that could have caused a fracture. That was nasty by Wilson.
Wow, what a game. Two very good games between Tampa Bay and Washington in the early going, both decided by one goal.